So you mentioned explaining with your kids and making some choices about, well, we've got to save for some of those things, or we can do that trip, but we're going to do it with on maybe a smaller budget, not so much maybe like some of your friends. Did they feel any sort of sense of they were lacking, or were they perfectly happy with the things that you guys did and they just learned to understand? I mean, I know like, oh, it's easy to be like, well, these other people are doing these things, why can't we do that? But then when you explained it, how were they with it?
It's interesting, okay? But when other people take a snapshot of where you are in life, like, and by other people, I mean my children's friends, and they're like, well, your dad has enough money. I mean, he can buy a new car, he can do this other stuff. And it's amazing how many times my kids go, yeah, but you don't remember when we were eating macaroni and hot dogs. They can express that too. So I know that they know kind of what sacrifice and that budgeting, they know what it where we are now compared to where we came from.
Yeah.
So I think that's a wonderful, I think it's a good, I think it's a good thing for kids to have in mind that that if you work hard, you set out to you set these goals, you set out to do that thing that you wanted to do, and you kind of stick to that. I think there's a lot of kids that don't realize that they think the American dream is gone, and I preach about the American dream all the time because I really feel like I'm living it.
Yeah.
And so my kids believe in that too. It doesn't mean that you have to be, the owner of Amazon and you can buy any yacht you want around the world. But it does mean that you have some financial independence and you really don't necessarily care about what other people do anymore.